Happy Tuesday. We're here on Niknax.net for our weekly check-in. Hope you all are doing well. For those of you who are not familiar with Niknax.net, it is one of the many facets of the Crazy Lamp Lady. I own Niknax.net, which is an e-commerce marketplace where we have live sales, buy it now, multi-day auctions, all of the things. And we've been going strong for about 2 years now. We have about 50,000 members, 5,000 sellers, live sales happening all day, every day, and over 100,000 listings. So I'd love to invite you to come on over and join us on Niknax.net. That is www.niknax.net. I had to think about it. I'm still drinking my coffee. Bear with me. But come hang out with us. That's what we're talking about today. Every Tuesday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, about. I usually get on here and I give everybody an update. I talk with the community. And so that's what we're doing today. So if you would like to hang out and chat with us, I'd love for you to hang out with us. But if you're like, I don't even know about Niknax, and I don't even care about Niknax, then this might not be the live for you. But you're welcome to stick around and hang out with us. All right, let me get over to live. I'm going to switch. I know I have a lot of new subscribers on YouTube. So if you're a new subscriber, unfortunately, I got to turn off your ability to comment, which is all the more reason for you to come on over here to Niknax.net and hang out with us. Because you're going to have to be subscribed for 2 years in order to comment over on YouTube. We do this because otherwise we get a bunch of trolls coming in from God knows where. So we're going to turn that over. We got 3 notifications there. Okay. So if you're over on YouTube, unfortunately, you'll have to be subscribed for 2 years in order to comment. But like I said, come on over to Niknax.net. Join us over here. You can chat. You can engage with the community. We're multi-streaming, which means I'm live on Niknax, but I'm sending the signal out to Facebook and YouTube. So you can see me over there, but I'm actually on Niknax. It's weird, right? Well, I'm actually here in my shop on Niknax, sending a signal out to Facebook or YouTube. So thank you for the raid. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right. Well, we've got a lot to talk about today, so we are going to get started. I have notes, and then I have my own notes, which I set over here, which is probably not a good idea. I'm not on Facebook. Get out of here. No, don't cast it yet. You always cast like 3 times because you're like, you're not on Facebook. But really, I am on Facebook. And then I go and look and I'm like, why am I casted 3 times? Because you're just not saying it. I see myself on Facebook. I'm literally on Facebook. I've realized that. You're always like, you're not on Facebook. And then I go and I look on Facebook and I'm like, I'm on Facebook like 5 times, Christina. I'm looking at myself talking to myself right now on my computer. All right, we will talk about Canada. It's on the notes. Do not fret. It is a topic of conversation today, but we are going to start from the top, and you guys know that comes with updates. Yeah, no, that was an actual thing. That was an actual thing. Yeah, but sometimes I'm like, wait. That was correct. But I think there's some sort of lull. I've realized there's a lull with casting where it doesn't actually show for some reason. Facebook. I don't know why. Yeah, you're right. I'm wrong. Okay. All right. So let's get started. Here we go. Coffee. I can add coffee to the bite now. Absolutely. I can. All right. Let's see. Codburn. Let me add that coffee in. Okay, here we go. If you would like to purchase coffee, I will include that in there. You can buy it in the Buy It Now. There's also a lot of really great things in the Buy It Now. I tried to incorporate some stuff for fall because I'm feeling fall-y. I'm drinking my pumpkin coffee. Oh, it's behind my computer. I've got my pumpkin coffee today. I'm like, ooh, I'm going to go with the pumpkin because I'm feeling like it's fall time. It's getting cold. I'm wearing a sweater, which is way too big for me. And I definitely have strings hanging off me, but that's just how we roll. It's that free people, they like to make things that are more like potato sacks than clothing. And then they charge you too much for it. Anyway, let's get started, shall we? So we currently have 91 degrees. Ew, yuck. All right, so we currently have 48,314 members. So we have 294 new members since last week, which is wonderful. I will say, this isn't in the notes, so I can say it right now. I have seen since last week, I told you guys last week, I'm like, you know what? Last year, we didn't experience this summer slowdown. I warn you guys every year when we're going into summer. I'm like, we're going to get a summer slowdown. It just happens. It happens every single year. You get a summer slowdown. And for those of you who don't know, I have to tell you, like, there's such a thing as a summer slowdown where everything, sales kind of slow down, whatever. Last year, we got lucky. We didn't really have a summer slowdown. This year, we got a summer slowdown. I feel like we all kind of felt it, right? But last year, we got like a week or two of summer slowdown right when kids went back to school. So that was the equivalent of maybe the last couple weeks. And then things just shot right up, and it was an amazing year last year, right? Well, the same thing I see this year. Like, it was back to school, and this week our numbers are just already on the rise. And I'm like, yes, okay, here we go. Everybody buckle in. We're gonna go for it. So just so you know, it's like we're all the way out of it, I feel like. Okay, so I'm feeling really optimistic after looking at our numbers this week. So, like I said, new members 294. Welcome to all of our new members. It's great to have you here. Get ready for a magical fourth quarter. You can find our chat channels over to the left. We need to talk about chat channels. Hopefully that's in the notes. If not, I'm going to write it down so I remember. We need to talk about chat channels. That was a topic of conversation last night. I don't know why I keep putting stuff over here. It's in the notes. Of course it is, because you can read my mind. It's really creepy that you read my mind, but I know that you can. You can find your chat channels over on the left. Feel free to pop into the community chat channel and introduce yourself. We'd love to get to know you. That's what Niknax is all about. It's about the community. It's about getting to know each other, supporting one another, and that's what makes Niknax so great compared to other platforms that you have out there where it's just like transaction. I think it's really important, to get to know each other, to support one another. That small business mindset, where you want to support small business and you want to support each other. So go introduce yourself, maybe talk like, hey, I collect this, I collect that. Let us get to know you a little bit. And that is the community chat channel. You'll find it over on the left. We have new sellers. I told you guys, I'm adding new sellers. Numbers are going up. That means we add new sellers. We currently have 91 new sellers, and that brings us to 5,038 sellers. So welcome to all of our new sellers. It's great to have you here. When you received your exception letter to Niknax, that's right, you get like an exception versus a rejection. When you receive your exception letter, there is a link to our guidelines. I really encourage you to read our guidelines so that you understand what you've just gotten yourself into, because we are very about our guidelines here on Niknax. They're pretty common sense. I feel like it's a pretty common sense thing, but unlike other places, we stick to the guidelines, we enforce the guidelines, and as long as you understand the guidelines and you you obey the guidelines, you're going to do great. You're going to love it here. So please read the guidelines. I think a lot of people just get their letter and they're like, yes, I'm in. And that's that. But it's really important, not just sellers, but also members. You become a member of Niknax. You are also expected to follow our buyer guidelines. And we do have guidelines that kind of fall over our buyers as well. So please read the guidelines. It's so important. I spend a lot of time writing those, so it means a lot to me when you guys spend a lot of time reading them. Okay, a little give and take there. We currently have 118,000 listings, 118 0.6 thousand listings. That's a lot of listings to browse. So the girls leave me notes. I have to put that note here. Maybe it wasn't on a post-it. It was just on a regular piece of paper. Okay. So go browse our listings, check them out. So in addition to doing live sales all day, every day, we also have buy it now listings. And I would always encourage you guys to go and browse through the buy it now listings. I had a lot of fun looking through buy it now listings over the weekend for the Niknax Zoo. And also to create our social media posts, which I have scheduled out for the rest of the month and into next month. So you will see lots of Facebook posts going out. Lots of them. And I would encourage you guys to go over, like them, share them. The more interaction the Facebook posts get, the more they will get pushed out by Facebook into the universe. So I am putting out more Facebook posts to boost us through fourth quarter. So I'm going to try to highlight more buy it now listings through Facebook. So keep an eye on that. All right. Are you guys ready? This is Christina's favorite part of Coffee Chat. Hope you're all ready for it. It's Women's Equity Day. Women's Equity Day. This day marks the anniversary of the 19th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. Oh, equality? Equity? Women's Equity Day. Which granted women the right to vote. It is a day to celebrate progress in women's rights, to support women-led businesses and charities, and to continue the fight for equality. I'm like, what is a Women's Equity Day? I'm like, I had to read it twice. I'm like, equity. What is it? Okay. All right. It's too early for this. Equality for women. Yes. It's every day. Every day should be Women's Equity Day. I'm like, as soon as I read 19th Amendment, I'm like, I don't remember anything about equity in the 19th Amendment. I need to go back to school. Juliet, what's the 19th Amendment? What's the 19th Amendment? You're in school. I don't know. You figure it out. All right. Same thing, basically. Yeah. All right. So any day, any way, and see, now I can't talk. Anyway, everybody go out and celebrate some equality today and some equity. I don't know where to go with that. That threw me off. Sorry. What food day is it? Just skip ahead. What food day is it? That's all she gave me. Oh, National Dog Day. That was a bad segue. Mom. Oh, shoot. Okay. What?
Did you know that it's National Dog Day?
I do know that it's National Dog Day. Thank you.
Any of the dogs.
I know we don't have any we don't have any dogs here. It's one of the days we don't have any of the dogs. Anyway, also National Dog Day, and we don't have any dogs in the shop today, which is kind of silly. None of the dogs are here, but it is National Dog Day. You know, there is something in here that with all the equity I missed, and that is, it's a great time to support our Canadian women who are here on Niknax, and I support that 100%. So our Canadian women here in the chat, go ahead and raise your hands. Let's support our Canadian women here for women's equality, equity. But we will get into the Canadian conversation. Don't worry, it's on the to-do list. Okay, and yes, National Dog Day. So Christine would like for me to search the homepage for dogs. Gosh, usually there's a list of like 7 million days that we have, and I only got 2 today. We didn't get any food days. Oh, there's one more? Oh, I missed it. Okay. All right. Well, let's do dogs real quick, and then I'll get back to it. Unless, do I need to? A what? A Shih Tzu? Is that a Shih Tzu poodle? All right, here we go. So we're going to search dogs on the homepage. Take you guys out of here. Ready? Ta-da! All right, so dogs on Niknax right now. Oh, I love these little Walter. Is it Walter Bose or Walter Boss? Anyway, they're super cute. I've seen the hedgehog ones before, and I think they're adorable. National Cherry Popsicle Day. Oh my gosh, that brings me back to like the little freezy pops when I was a kid. Artisan. Oh, look, a lot of 6 Artisonia rinconata. Oh, Pier 1 dog. Oh my gosh, these are the cutest. He's got the little bug on his nose, and he's like, man. See, Hank would have eaten the bug already. He tries to catch flies, and he's not very good at it. Oh my God, what is this? Look at this. That's delightful. Oh my goodness. You put your mouse on it and it moves. All right, we're gonna end with that. All right, okay? You're welcome. Somebody go grab that before it's gone. Was not expecting that, but I think that's amazing. All right. Back to the notes. So if you want to find dogs on Niknax, you can find them, I promise. So just do a search. Make sure when you're searching on Niknax that you are on niknax.net, that you're not on district, because if you're on district, you're searching all of district, you're searching all the marketplaces. But we want to make sure that if you are on Niknax, you are supporting our sellers here on Niknax, our community, and you are on niknax.net. So if you're looking at listings, make sure that you are on Niknax. Absolutely. Oh, it's Cherry Popsicle Day. There it is. It's right there underneath. Cherry Popsicle Day. She did have that on there. Cherry Popsicle Day. Oh, shoot. Yeah, so for me, when I think cherry popsicles, I go all the way back to when I lived in Kansas, and we'd be like out on the play set, with the freezy pops. I don't know I realized that everybody calls them something different. Do you know the freeze pops with the ones that just have the liquid that are like pure sugar water, and then you put them in the freeze pops? Yeah. Everybody calls them something different. We used to always have those. And then your whole mouth would be red, right? Yeah, it's just like tubes of sugar water that you put in the fridge. Yeah, see, I get my kids the all organic, no dye popsicles because I'm a boring mom, and I had too many of those cherry dye sugar water pops when I was a kid, and look how I turned out. So I'm like, kids, you're getting only the organic ones for your entire life. Uh-oh. Oh, Wooter Jansen. Wooter, come on over here to Niknax. All right. I'll go to. Do I need to? Are you on that, Christina, or should I go over? Flavoice. That seems like a mouthful to me. All right. I know you're dealing with getting kiddos off to school, so that's why I asked. I can handle it if you need me to. Okay, so first up, let's hold our questions till the end, because if we do not, I will get way off topic, and this will be a very long coffee chat, as you know. All right. So we're going to try to stay. If you have a question, I would suggest writing it down, maybe on a bright fluorescent Post-it note, and save it till the end. And then I will have time for questions at the end, and we will circle back. All right. So there's that. And if I think of something, I will also write it down, and we'll both do that. Okay. All right. So that was first up. I already read that. Canadian support. Okay. So I think that's all right. Okay. Let's talk about Canada. We talked a little bit about Canada last week. So on April August 29th. I think it's August 29th. Okay, and your rate is as well. Okay. The de minimis is set to go into effect. And so that is causing some obvious stress. I spoke with district last week about this to get some understanding of what's going to happen. I don't really have a whole lot to report back, but I want you guys to know that I am doing all that I can to support our Canadian sellers. I'm just trying to read what she has down here. Okay. I'm doing all that I can to support our Canadian sellers. And I would appreciate the community doing the same. I have another meeting, obviously, with district here after. I have a meeting with them every afternoon. Okay. So essentially what that means is the tariffs will be potentially going into effect on the 29th. Let's not be doom and gloom. Let's not be doom and gloom. One thing I've learned about business is that you constantly have to learn to, there's always going to be things that are outside your control. There's always going to be things outside your control. And you are going to have to adapt. You're going to have to, sometimes it's really going to suck. It's really going to suck. And you have to just roll with it. You have to adapt. And sometimes you just do the best that you can, and then things will come back around. I mean, that is what I've always had to do with my business. And unfortunately, in this case, there's not really anything that I can do. I can do the best that I can as the marketplace owner to support our Canadian sellers. I can relay that I can to district. But then again, even district is at the mercy of federal tariffs and all that the federal government is passing down. So we all just have to kind of work together and do our best and adapt and figure this all out. But I'm sure as we go through this, and I do believe that, Vintiquity, I do believe that. I do believe that this will be temporary. I don't know how long, but things are constantly changing. They're constantly changing. So we just kind of have to roll with it. We have to figure it out. We have to adapt. But yeah, crossing our fingers that things can get figured out. Unfortunately, we're at the mercy of our politicians, and we just have to we have to adapt and do the best that we can with what we have. But all of that being said, I want you guys to know that I am doing all that I can. I will get all the information I can from district, and I will relay that to you probably in the Canadian chat, just so that you guys have the information that you need. So basically, the de minimis is prior to that, there would not have been tariffs on purchases less than $800, is my understanding. Feel free to correct me. But after that goes into effect, there's no longer any, it's like, it doesn't matter if it's $5, $10. There will then be that extra tariff on those items, even if they're under $800. Correct. Okay. So that is what is happening. So that means that if something is purchased from a seller in Canada, they will have extra tariffs to pay to get it to someone in the US. And I believe it's 30%. So that is in essence going to affect our Canadian sellers. And also in your vase, who's in Sweden. So unfortunately, we can't make it go away because it's not like I can call up the president and be like, "Hey, sir, can you not do this?" So the best that we can do. I know. Let me just get him right on the phone right now. No, the best. I wish it worked like that too. Unfortunately, it doesn't. Um, yeah, tariffs are for U.S. goods coming into Canada as well. So here's the best that we can do is I would really push for the community to support our sellers in Canada, our Canadian sellers to support our Canadian buyers to support our Canadian sellers. Absolutely 100%. That would be amazing. I'm going to do what I can. I told you guys I'm ramping up Facebook posts, and I'm going to do my best to try to push out some Canadian posts, something that maybe will attract some more Canadian buyers for Canadian sellers. You know, and I'm going to try to get some answers from district and put that. I'm sorry, I'm reading what Claudine said. It's a U.S. tax on the buyer. The shipper wants the seller to pay in advance. Okay. I see. All right. All right. All right. So that's basically all that I've got. That's all I've got on that. I'm going to do my best to support Canada. I appreciate the community doing all that you can to support Canada as we go through this. Like I said, that's what Niknax is all about, supporting our community, even through these uncertain, times. But I think we'll figure it out. And like I said, I do think that it is temporary. I do believe that. I don't know if temporary means 6 months. I don't know, 3 months. I don't know if a year, 4 years. I don't know, but I do believe this is temporary. And like I said, in my business, there's always ups and there's always downs, and we always just have to navigate those and figure them out and adapt. And I support you guys. However, you do need to adapt. So, all right. Drive through or pickup window option. I like that. All right. So I will give you guys an update after I meet with district, and hopefully they have somewhat of a plan on what's going to happen because they didn't really have a whole lot for me last week. All right. All right. So let's see. So this weekend, I spent the whole weekend working. I mean, I work from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep, except for when I've been metal detecting recently. That's the only time that I don't work, really, is when I've been metal detecting. But I spent a lot of time working this weekend, and I was thinking about ways to help extend the reach of Niknax. And one of the ways we do that is by casting. Every time that I cast my shows, I see a jump in our membership numbers. I have a show and we see a spike. It's crazy. And I think that has a lot to do with casting, putting the show out there, inviting people on Facebook, also YouTube, to come on over to Niknax and join us. I think we've gained a lot of members that way. I like to also boost our members, but sometimes if you're boosted on Facebook, you get trolls coming in. You get, people commenting, and it can get a little overwhelming. You see the little Facebook icon, you don't know how to react. So one of the things that I was thinking about is possibly having a sign-up sheet where if you would want to be shared out to Facebook via Niknax and potentially Crazy Lamp Lady, like if you would like to be pushed out to the Crazy Lamp Lady Facebook, not every time, I can't guarantee, you could sign up, but that would come with some like, okay, well, I'm not going to play music. I'm I'm going to be on my best behavior. All of these things, and I can't guarantee it because in order to cast, somebody has to be there at their phone looking at you and hit the button. So it's like if I'm on my phone and I see somebody is live or just gone live, then I can cast it. But if I'm not right there looking at my phone, I can't do it. And I believe it's only admins who can cast. Um, so that's the only thing. And so it's not like, oh, we can set this person up to automatically cast. It's a manual thing that we have to do. But I think that if you guys were able to sign up and say, okay, if ever you pop on and you see that I just went live, I would love to be one of the people that you cast, and so that being said, if you are signed up for that, like I said, a lot of the times you'll get like bombarded by trolls. And you've seen that happen to me. You've seen that happen probably to Christina because we cast a lot. And one of the ways to solve that and to cut off the casting is to refresh your stream. So you just click the X at the top and you refresh and it disconnects you from casting. So that's like the ultimate solution. Like if you can't get it under control and it's like, oh my gosh, this is out of control, you just refresh and you're still. I don't know who I know from Atlanta, Georgia, but they're calling me. Um, so I don't know what you do. I mean, that's like the ultimate solution is just a refresh, and then you're disconnected from all casting. Because a lot of the times when we cast, we feel like we have to sit and watch. And so if you guys are on for like 2 hours, we're there like checking, watching, making sure you're not being trolled. So that's the other drawback is like, even if you guys are going live and we're like, oh, we should cast so and so, we're literally sitting there watching your whole entire show, making sure that you're not getting trolled. So that's the other thing. So if you were to sign up for that, it would be like, all right, you guys are on your own. We're not going to sit there and babysit it. Make sure nobody's trolling you. All right. I don't know what that's about. Hello, texting me. Okay, so that was one thing that we had considered this weekend. Right, that's all I got for notes. Is that all I got for notes? I don't think I got all the notes. I think they got cut off. Anyway, I have a few of my own because I don't have anything about chat channels. I'm like, the notes seem really short today. All right. So one thing I did do also this weekend is as far as handmade by me, we had our handmade market this past weekend. And one thing that absolutely has been driving me nuts for the longest time is our sellers using tags made by me to tag things that are not made by them. The made by me tags are things that are for handmade art. If you're an artist on Niknax and you made something like I made this sign, I used my hand and my Sharpie and I made this sign. Okay? I did. I know it's impressive. You guys are like, no way, you made that? I did. I made this sign. That's my handwriting. I made this sign. And so if I was to list this on Niknax, I would list it made by me. This is made by me, okay? I made this sign. All right. I would not list this paperweight made by me. I did not make this. I could never make this. I could try, but it would not work out. I promise you. So just to clarify and give you guys some examples of this I made, this I did not. So when we're talking about collections and tagging items, we do not tag things that are not made by us as made by. I know it's like tempting. It's like, oh my gosh, I want everyone to think I'm a good artist. Maybe I'll tag this made by me. Nobody will know. It might be signed by somebody else, but nobody will know. That's not how it works. So it's been driving me absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. And so what I finally did is I blocked all of you guys from tagging stuff that you didn't make. Surprise! Okay, so if you are not a handmade artist, you can no longer use the handmade tags because I've had enough. So, if you go into the handmade categories on Niknax, I'm going to show you guys. So here's how you get to it. You go to all listings on the side column. Surprise! All listings on the side column, and you go under collection. You get the little drop down on collection. I have all of our handmade categories there. So what I did was, if you have tagged your items that you have made under those categories in the past, I added you in. I grandfathered you in to use those tags. So if you are, like New Life Pottery, I was like, okay, you get to use the tag ceramics by Niknax artists. Like, that's you. I mean, obviously. So you get to use that tag. So that's kind of what I did. If you have previously tagged an item using that tag, who makes her own raku, that's kind of how I did it. Tracy Vintage Angel, Missy Fuller does the cute little kitty cats. So that's how I did it. So all of that being said, if you are a handmade artist and I missed you, if you are suddenly unable to use the tags and you're like, oh my goodness, I can no longer use the handmade tags, or if you're an artist and like say you work in different mediums and you have permission for one and you don't have permission for another, or you want like you're suddenly, you have a class in 6 weeks and you're going to start, let me know. And I can add you to the tags. One thing I will say is the overall collection, the handmade market collection, I did not do that for. So if you go into handmade market, it just encompasses all of the tags, and I did not do it for that. So you will see things in there that are not. And I would encourage you, if you were a seller on Niknax and you go into handmade market and you see items that are yours, that are not handmade by you, that you go into your tags and you untag them as handmade by me. There was a glitch there for a while, and I always attribute it to this glitch, where if you selected multiple items in your own products and then you tried to tag them, it would copy the tags over and it would tag them all as the same thing. So I do feel like that had something to do with a lot of these items being tagged as handmade by me. I don't think it's intentional. I don't think people are really trying to pass these things off as handmade. I think it's a mistake, an accident. So just keep that in mind if you're looking through there and you're like, well, that's not handmade. I don't think it's intentional in any way. But if you are a seller and you have items in there that are not handmade, please. Yes, upcycled items are included in there. Yeah, I did include upcycled items. And I was thinking I need to give upcycled items their own collection. I've been talking about wiping out collections, but I am going to. I've been talking about. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I've been talking about getting rid of collections, but I am going to obviously keep handmade collections because that's kind of its own little boop over here. You guys live kind of like in your own little island on Niknax. All right. So there's that. I wrote that down because I was like, this is important. So handmade market, if you cannot use the tags, let me know and I will fix it. Yeah, it's been driving me nuts for a while. And my concern, I'll be honest with you, this is always my concern. My reason for not doing it sooner is, am I going to be able to keep up with it? That was my concern. I was like, I know I can do this, but am I going to be able to keep up with it and make sure that you guys have access to the tags? Because you guys know I've got so much on my plate. I want to make sure that I'm able to keep up with giving you access to these tags and making sure. So that is why I didn't do it sooner. But I finally got to the point where I'm like, I'm tired of this. I'm going to fix it. So there you go. Okay. Hopefully that is remedied. And if you notice anything that needs updating, please let me know. Okay. But I feel like I did a pretty good job copying you guys over from the tags you were already using and making sure that you had access. I feel like I mean, Laurel was like running around being crazy, and I'm like, hang on, mommy's gonna just okay, yeah, and then we're singing Wheels on the Bus. Christina calls, and I'm like, yeah, we're singing Wheels on the Bus. So it was wild, but I think I got it. I'm pretty good at multitasking. Okay, chat channels are out of control. Oh, yeah, you started singing too. You're like, the turkey on the bus, and Laurel's like, she's like, there's not a turkey on the. What are you talking about? There was never a turkey on the bus, Christina. She was very confused by the turkey on the bus. Christina's like making stuff up. Laurel knew it too. She's like, what is she talking about? There's wheels. There's a horn. There's never been a turkey on the bus. I know. She's got the best looks. Okay. Chat channels. Chat channels are out of control. Community chat. It says right at the top, a place for all Niknaxers to chat with each other with no advertisements. Maybe I need to capitalize. I'm going to capitalize that right now. Here, let's put it in all caps. No advertisements. Save changes. No advertisements. Oh, Reggie, I just thought, I didn't even notice yours. No advertisements. We have the just listed for sale and the live previews, which are intended for those. I agree 100%. There's a lot that the chat channels could. Oh shoot, sorry guys. There's a lot of updates that need to be made to the chat channels, and I think as we continue to grow. So my initial thought was wipe out the chat channels. I'm done with them, because they're a headache. It's like monitoring and babysitting and policing the chat channels is such an annoyance. It's annoying. And I'm like, wipe them out. Because it's just a waste of time. Wipe them out. And then I was thinking about, I was like, you know what? Actually, don't do it. Because that is what makes, like, if we didn't have the chat channels to hang out and talk, like, then how would everybody communicate? And, it wouldn't be Niknax without the chat channels, right? So I changed my mind. It was like in a matter of like 10 minutes. I was like, okay, never mind. Don't do it. Okay, fine. But we do need to figure out a solution for that. So one of my solutions that I proposed to district was, can we turn off link sharing? Can we have an option to like toggle off no links in this chat channel, no photos in this chat channel? I think that would solve a lot of problems, because most of the issues are with sharing links or with sharing photos. So I think if we were to be able to select that in certain chat channels, like some of them were like show and tell, obviously you want to be able to share your photos. Live sale previews, you want to be able to share links. But I think like in community chat, if you could turn off links and photos, well, I don't know about photos, but if you were able to turn off links, I mean, that would make a huge, and if you could pin something to the top, so there's these improvements. But like I've told you guys before, there's a list. There is a list of improvements that keeps growing, because every time I go to district, I'm like, we want this, we want that, we want this, we could use this, can we please have this, and so everything has its place on the list. And I feel like chat channels are probably somewhere down here. I don't think that they're a huge priority right now. There's other things that probably take a priority. So yes, chat channels probably need an update, but I don't think that I don't think that they're at the top of the list. So I just wanted to bring that up. Make sure that you are using the proper chat channels, even though it's not really, I'm not upset with anybody. I know it's not self-explanatory. I hope you guys don't think I'm coming down on anybody. It's not super clear. I get that. It's not super clear. All right. And then what else did I have? Oh, I had chat channels written down. We already did that. All right. And then we have, yes, that would be the same. Yeah, we don't want any advertisement. So the community chat, the vision for the community chat is basically for everybody just get to know each other, to like talk about things other than the selling stuff. Like, oh, hey, my name's so and so, I collect blah blah blah. Like, just get to know each other, share stuff about like, oh, hey, I just got back from a vacation from such and such. Oh, I've been there before. Like just talk and chit chat and not really that sort of stuff. All right. Let's see. Shout out alert. Absolutely. Niknax Zoo was insanely fun. That was a really fun event. We have these really big, crazy events. We've got the glass gallery, we have Fenton, we have paperweights, we have all of these big events that are like huge. And then every so often we sneak in these really fun ones, like the Niknax Zoo. And I felt like that was just such a fun, uplifting event for the entire marketplace. And we had lots of members who dressed up and just had a really great time. And I think it was a really great weekend. Really great weekend. And it was a lot of fun. So thank you to everyone who came over and supported the marketplace, who just popped into sales. You want to do Knickknack Zoo? Yeah. I mean, I don't see why not. I don't see why we shouldn't have a Knickknack Zoo 3. Knickknack Zoo 2 was definitely a hit. There was a glitch on the homepage. I don't know if it's been fixed yet. Let me go out to the homepage. I do know that district was working on it. It was not brought to my attention until the second day. And I don't know if it was fixed. Let me see. I didn't get a text about it. I'm checking right now. So there was a glitch on the homepage where if you were to click, so I had like bugs, primates, all the things pinned to the homepage. But if you were to click on it, it would open up all the list. It was all like just listed. It would open up just listed. And it would be all the listings across the entire marketplace if you clicked on any of the collections. I think that's fixed because I'm not seeing it happen. Although I think it was only on mobile. So I don't know if anyone wants to click on the collections on mobile and see if they're getting just what's intended to be there, or if it's opening up all the listings. Because it's fine on computer. And when I set it up, I was on the computer. And then if you look at it on the phone, it's not what it's supposed to be. It's just all of our listings on Niknax. So the workaround for that right now, if it's still not working, is you go to all listings. And yeah, I didn't know until somebody messaged me. And I'm like, what do you mean? Because I set it up on my computer. Everything looked great. I'm like, okay, perfect. And the glitch was through the phone. Yeah. Well, the auction one, the auction. I don't know what to do about that. They can't seem to fix that. I've asked them a million times, and for some reason, it can't get fixed. That is obnoxious. I just trust me. I brought it up a zillion times. But yes, so hopefully that glitch is fixed. What else do we have? I think we're down to the last of the notes. Reminder, if you have questions about the marketplace, please read the guidelines. They will help you with so many questions. Like I said, there's a lot in the guidelines. And a lot of it is common sense. A lot of the guidelines are common sense, but it will help you if you read the guidelines. It will help you to kind of understand the culture of Niknax. And I think that just reading through the guidelines is important, especially as we continue to grow. As we continue to grow, you should have an understanding. Yeah, trust me, common sense is very scarce these days. If you're having any glitches, where's the best way to contact me? These days, I hate to say this, but it's mostly DM. Yeah, my DMs are going to be blowing up, but yeah, that seems to be the best way to contact me these days. Now I'm not saying I'm going to get every DM because I'm getting a lot, and so there. But yes, that's because even the girls look through my DMs at this point to help me filter through them. But yeah, so if you're having a glitch, if you are having a glitch, if you're having trouble with payment information, any glitch or issue that needs immediate response, support@district.net. Support@district.net is the go-to. You need to contact support@district.net. They will be able to help you. They're very quick, not super quick, but they are responsive and they will be able to help you even over the weekend if it's like important. They do have a team that works over the weekend to help. And of course, community@niknax.net. That is our email. I will be honest, it's not monitored as heavily as it had been because we're a lot busier than we had been. But yes, community@niknax.net is our email. Let's see. Profile information. Oh, the profile information. So, yeah, no train inquiries through community@niknax.net. You need to send your train inquiries to Christina directly. And that is Christina@niknax.net. Okay, so profile information. I loved Christina's suggestion the last time of putting bullet points to on her profile, because if you remember, and that reminds me, I could write that down. Profiles, Canada. Okay, my notes for district meeting. Your profiles. So to keep your profiles simple and to the point. Bullets. Absolutely. You can go check out Christina's profile. Hers is perfect with the bullets because they show up in every listing. So at the bottom of your listing, you have your profile showing up. So if you keep it short and you keep it bullet points, one suggestion is to have your $5 off first purchase code in there. I think that's a great idea. Links to other selling platforms. We do not like seeing links to other selling platforms. That's like our number one Niknax rule is no promoting other marketplaces or selling platforms. So we don't want to see links to other marketplaces or selling platforms in your profile. That being said, it sucks because it's your district profile, and I get that. It's like it's a district profile. It's not a Niknax profile. How do you get your $5 off? If you are on the computer and you click up at the top of the screen under what is it? Seller dashboard. Or, it's a good question. Look somewhere up there. Yes, you can put your social media. You can put your social media. I would love to have a Niknax seller profile specific to Niknax. And that's one of the things I wanted to bring up to district is I don't want to be tied to district anymore. Like you can have your district profile, but then you can earn rewards. Yeah, where is that at? Earn rewards is where you need to find it. Under earn rewards. And I'm not seeing that on mine. So I'm like, I don't know. It's under earn rewards. Yeah, so under earn rewards, you click on that and then it'll give you your specific code for $5 off their first purchase on district. It's not just Niknax, that is district. That is district. So yeah, so I would suggest just keeping your profile short and to the point. Go ahead and put your social media profiles in there. I think if you have a social media profile, that's a great way, to promote your social media. I'm all about promoting social media, as you guys know. So I say go for it. Remember to check out the calendar for upcoming events. And speaking of upcoming events, are you guys ready for some dates? Here we go. Okay. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm getting all these notifications. What is the deal? Oh my gosh. Okay. There. All right. So I don't know what that was. Like everything came through at once. Okay. Signature series. Okay. Signature series. I think we talked about this previously. The signature series is an event that we are hosting of all things signed. All things signed. So signed pottery, signed glass, signed jewelry, signed things, all things signed. So basically, it's the best of the glass gallery. It's a little bit of pottery. No stickers, no stamps. All signatures, art, signed, not stamped. I will show you. So this one is signed. See the signature? Signed. Like where you can barely read it. Let's talk. That is a signature. That is a signature. This one marked LCT. That is a signature. LCT. What else do I have? See this? That is a stamp. This is not a signature. Okay. Does that clear it? Do we understand? Understand? So I'm really, really excited about this event. There are signed hand-painted Fenton pieces. Yes. Yes, there are signed hand-painted Fenton pieces. They could be stamped Fenton, but if they're hand-painted and signed, do you have to know the name? I would say probably not. But if it's signed, I mean, half the signatures I can't even read. And I'm like, this is a nice piece of glass, but I have no idea what this says. It's signed. Do we ever really know what it says? Only half the time. Okay, so so that is going to be our signature series. I think it's going to be good. I feel good about it. It's September 20th to the 21st. Those are the dates. All hand-signed pieces. Info about signups will be posted in the Niknax Gazette. Do not inquire about the train in the chat channel. So don't ask about the train chat. Don't ask about it in the train chat channel. The info will be in the train Gazette. Okay? Goodwill black marker signatures do not count. That is correct. If it says like P on the bottom, it's not. That doesn't count. So that is our upcoming September event. I hope you are all ready and excited. I've got some great stuff over here. I'm super stoked. So that'll be September. All right. And then October, it's not in here, but October we are doing breast cancer awareness. And are we doing Halloween? I think we decided on Halloween. It's not all there. It says Handmade Market, September 26th. Info will be posted in the Handmade chat. And that was all you wrote. Look at the calendar. All right, I'm going to open the calendar. Let me find the calendar of events for this month, yo. Well, yeah, for this month, but I'm like, hey, where's the what next month? Let's talk about next month. We're almost into next month. All right. Let me get back to my notes. Okay, so Handmade Market is going to be September 26th. That's my brother's birthday. Info will be posted in the Handmade chat and the Gazette. So hopefully you guys are all ready for the Handmade Market. The last one was really exciting. It was really fun, and I'm really excited for the next one, having tweaked all of the the categories to where they are supposed to be. So I think it should be great. I think it's going to be a great event. I'm excited for it. There is no theme yet. It does not. Are Fast Fridays a thing anymore? I know. I don't know the answer to that. I think we might have one. Motivation. It's not the strongest or the most intelligent who will survive, but those who can best manage change. Charles Darwin. That's a very good quote for today, actually. All right, let me see. Let me get back to our calendar and see if I can find. So October 4th. This is the date I was looking for. October 4th is going to be Spooky Speedy Saturday. So you guys are saying you miss Fast Friday Freight. Saturday, October 4th is going to be Spooky Speedy Saturday. It's going to be like a Fast Friday Freight, but it's going to be a full Saturday of 15-minute spooky time slots. So that will be on October 4th. We're like, we got to fit a Halloween in there someday. So that is October 4th. And we'll talk about it in upcoming coffee chats. But I wanted you guys to know that we are doing something for Halloween. So that will be on October 4th. So Signature Series, September 20th and 21st. Handmade Market on September 26th. And then Spooky Speedy Saturday on October 4th. And then let me see. On October 19th is our breast cancer awareness event. And I need to decide exactly how we are going to do that. I'm thinking all things pink, but I'm open to suggestions. Pink out? Pink out. All right. That is the day that I sell Cernifis. We should put a countdown. We should put him up here, and we should put a little post-it with like numbers and count down the days until Cernifis goes out the door. October 19th. Pink. We're voting pink. All right, October 19th. That'll be the day. All right. And I need to talk to district about how I can make that happen. I'm selling Cernifis. That makes my t-shirt a collectible. So there you have it. All right. So that's all we've got for notes. If anybody has any questions, I am open for questions now. Yes. Okay. So we've talked about spamming in the past during coffee chats. It is in our guidelines. It is against our guidelines to spam. And so if you have somebody tagging you randomly with no purpose, please let me know. You can message Facebook Niknax. Yes, you can post to Facebook Niknax page. I mean, like, you can make posts on there. But I actually have it enabled at the moment. I'm just gonna like test it out and see how it works. Also, I'm thinking about turning back on the Facebook Niknax seller group. Thinking about it. Because if the Niknax seller group was turned back on, we could turn off the chat channels, and then we could have the Facebook seller group on Facebook. But I know not everybody uses Facebook, so that's the drawback to that. So I'm just thinking about it. You as sellers cannot cast there, but we can cast you there. No, I don't have any updates on that. It's been something I brought up multiple times. It must not be as easy as I think that it would be, because to me it seems like it would be easy to do. But it must not be, because I brought it up a lot. We do have a YouTube page. Yes. We don't really do a whole lot, but that's it. So here's what I'm thinking of doing. I'm thinking of we have multiple iPads here, but I'm thinking of getting an iPad specifically for casting to both YouTube and Facebook. And so that we could just have it here and we could just throughout the day, because the girls are here most days. And they can maybe just like, oh, we're going to cast, and then just cast away. That was funny. They could just cast away. Glass gallery we're putting off till November. Since you're doing the signature series, which is kind of like a glass gallery, only signed glass, we're putting off glass gallery until November. That was our plan. And then it's right before Christmas, and I feel like that's a great time because people will be thinking about the holidays. And so glass gallery will likely be in November. More time to prepare. That's absolutely right. Yeah, lots of things are signed besides glass, but if you were looking forward to glass gallery, you can get in on the signature series and just feature glass that is signed if that's your passion. You know what I mean? Is it okay to post a link to our Niknax shop? Yes. Yes, it is. Notify buyers. So if somebody has a pre-bid on the item, it will notify them that you are running the item, in theory. I don't know how or if that works. But if that item has pre-bids and you hit notify buyers, it will send a note to anybody who has a pre-bid. That's what it's supposed to do. I think it does work. Well, there you go. It does work. I mean, I've hit it by accident before. But yes. Yeah. So it'll just be like, hey, this item's about to run. Get ready. Oh, likes too? Okay, there you go. No, I didn't have a chance to do that. I saw it come through and I was like, oh, I got to look at this. And then I didn't have a chance to. But yes, Wishlist Rose found a way to make it possible to review the video receipts. And that's why I was like, I don't know, but I think it is possible because in my inbox here, I have instructions on how to do it. Thank you. It also notifies likes on an item. Okay, well, there you go. So that's what notify will do. If the video wasn't deleted by the seller. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, so I have to make a spreadsheet. And then Christina and I were talking about how to create a spreadsheet where people can't write over others. Because I'm like, well, what if somebody writes over somebody else or deletes somebody else? Like, we don't want, because we had that issue with the event signups where somebody was getting a little, and then was writing over other people. And so we have to come up with a way that people can sign up Stacy's on it. She's like, Google Forms. I don't know. I didn't think that we had video receipts, but I guess it can be locked on Google Forms. Okay. Well, Christina and Stacy know how to do it, and I'm just out of the loop. I'm like, I don't know. I just don't want people writing over others, you know? All right. Well, there you go. That's the solution, is Google Forms. All right. Perfect. Perfect. All right. So probably on the form, I'll include like instructions like that was Juliet's doctor. And so I was like, I think I have to get this, but they'll leave a message. I'll call them back. I was like, I have to get this, but then also I'm like, what do I do? Do I just end it? Yeah, so the form will have instruction. It will have instruction. So at the top, like, I'll tell you guys what to do if like a bunch of trolls come in. Yeah, they just left a message, so I will call them back. Calling about her surgery. I know she loves to hear that. Oh, but she has her headphones on, so she can't hear it. Yeah, it definitely helps to assign a mod, especially if you're going to be casted. I'm not sure what you mean by invite only then. Oh, I think they were going to make it, I don't know. I mean, Crystal, yeah. I mean, if you wanted to be cast, I mean, the opportunity isn't invite only. That's not what we're saying. We were just trying to figure out how to do the sheet so that people wouldn't write over each other. That was the only caveat. But yeah, the invitation, yeah, it's an opt-in, not an invite only. That makes it sound exclusive, but it's not. I don't think so. I don't think that mods have the power, but also they would have to have access. They'd have to be admins on the Facebook pages. So, I mean, I could potentially give them access to the Niknax Facebook page, but I've got Crazy Lamp Lady Facebook page pretty much on lockdown. I don't give very many people access to my Facebook page. Family on Facebook probably happy I can't. Another thing that I wanted to suggest is I wanted to remind everybody that I didn't have it written down, but when you're taking photos of your items, I wanted to remind everybody that there is an option to remove the background. And I've always been weird about like removing the background. I'm always like, I don't know if it looks right. But the background remover here on Niknax and District is actually, I kind of like it. I think it's pretty great. And I've been using it for a while. I'm going to suggest that if you haven't tried it, that you give it a try, because I've been sharing the listings out on Facebook and I've been like screenshotting stuff, and I'm noticing like in a lot of the photos, because I'm really picky about photos, there's like hair in the background, or there's like hair on the photo, or there's imperfect, and I'm like in the background, and I'm like, I really just want to be like, just background remover, background remover. I mean, the items are great, but then I'm just distracted. I'm still sharing the things because I think they're amazing. But it was funny because I was taking a picture of my jewelry. I'll show you. I'm having a jewelry sale later today, and I was like, oh, I need a sweater to take it on. And I literally have this hair on this sweater, and that's what made me think of it again. And I'm like, oh man, I got that hair on that sweater. I was like, oh, background remover. Yeah, like the hair on the shopping cart. But no, it works really great. It works really great. So I just wanted to see, especially if you've got a critter. Yes, I am selling Cernifus. I am selling Cernifus. I feel like he's run his course, and it's time for him to move along to a new home. Cernifus. His story is I found him at an antique mall, absolutely fell in love with him, brought him back. He kind of became like the store mascot at the old shop, and he just like sat up there. I got all the merch made of him, and that was kind of the thing. And then in the past few months, I was like, you know what? I think it's time to let him go. It just doesn't feel right anymore. So I'm gonna let him go. Yes, we do. We actually, even the girl, we were just talking about that. Um, we feed him like all the like we're like, here, have a cucumber, here, have this. Shelby just gave him a croissant. That very spoiled mouse. But we were just talking, it's time to let him go. I know, spoiled little avocado. Is this going to be a store? Oh, the other shop? I don't know. I don't know if that's ever going to happen. It's just, I don't know. My jewelry show today is at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. I have lots of the items preloaded, and so one thing I've noticed about the crop issue with the editing is when you click it on the first time, it for some reason it like jumps down, and what I have to do is go out and then come back in, and then it's fine, and then I just crop it a little bit better. But yeah, I just have to go out and come back in to the crop. I don't know why it does that. It's just a pain. So, does anyone else have any more questions? I gotta call back this doctor. Oh, here come all the notifications again. Oh my goodness. Don't end with black on the item showing as a thumbnail. I don't know the answer to that. Newbie train. In one moment, I have the calendar open right here. You know, that's so funny because Bo, I just got a notification. Crazy Lamp Lady doing what Crazy Lamp Lady does. Do you think where do you think she is heading to a, and then dot, dot, dot. I think he just posted a video of me driving the boat again. Driving the boat. That was terrifying. All right, let's see. Newbie train in September would be not on the list. I don't have a newbie train. Wait, no, I don't. Oh, shoot. The 6th is a Saturday. I can't edit. I don't have edit. I don't have the edit. The 6th of September is the newbie train. So if you are here on Niknax and you would like to go live, maybe you're a little nervous about it, the newbie train is an awesome opportunity for you to go live, to test it out, to touch the buttons. Maybe I have to refresh. Yeah, there it is. All right. Yep, September 6th. For you to test the button, just touch the buttons, get used to going live. It's a great opportunity because the community knows that this is the newbie train. You know, these are people that are maybe a little nervous. And so the community comes in with full support of what you're doing, you know, helping, just encouraging, all of the things. So that happens on September 6th is the next one. So Elsie, it's full. Okay, Elsie saying this one is full, but it happens every month. So if you weren't able to get in on September, there's always the next month. But you know, you can always try it. Okay, October 18th is the next one. But you can always try it and then decide, you know what, all right, maybe this isn't for me. But it really is just just a great opportunity to figure it out. So, it was a mess the first. I mean, but hey, I mean, you have come so far, and I'm so proud of you as a seller. You've come so far, and you're doing an amazing job. No, but some live experience is required before a Niknax live event, is what we like to say. Like just some live experience so that you're not like fumbling if you're in a Niknax live event. So one of our sponsored Niknax events. About approval to sell other items. Hang on, I'm scrolling up. I'm not. Who do I ask to get permission to sell other items? Oh, well, it depends on what. So we've pretty much lifted all of the approvals except for wholesale. I feel like wholesale is really wholesale. Are we, and maybe cosmetics? And just shoot me a message. And we can figure that out. Can Rinconanas be on the signature train? Ooh, I don't know. I'll let Christina make that call. She says no. Okay, all right. I will look for that Picker Gems. It's a stamp. She says no. I mean, I feel like some of them are signed. That's what I'm like. I thought they were signed, but I don't know. I'm like, I don't have any right near me. Yeah, it's a signature. I'm like, she knows something. Mm-hmm. As long as you sign it and you don't stamp it. Oh, shoot. All right. Well, I think that's it for me, guys. The signature series is our next big event for September. It is the 20th and the 21st. And it is all things signed. All things signed. And suggestions or I mean, just jump right in there and start listing. And be consistent. Start listing, start watching, seeing what others are doing, seeing what other things are selling, watching the trends. I think all of those things are important. Oh yes, I mean, shout out to the mods. The mods have been on fire. Absolutely, shout out to the mods. They've been on fire. They're I don't honestly, Christina was like, I think we need help. Like, okay. And I don't think that we could possibly do this without all of the help and assistance from our amazing moderators. You gave me a list. You gave me a list. Yay, moderators. All right. So, of mods. You gave. Oh yeah, she gave me a list. She's like, okay, here. I'm like, okay, yeah, that looks good. I feel like there was some discussion though. All right, so I have my meeting with district. I'm going to discuss Canada. That's the big topic of discussion. I will post updates that I have, if I have any, in the chat channel to at least keep you guys updated. I mean, it's not like I can change the course of how things are going to transpire, because obviously I can't call up the president, but I will post any updates that I have, keep you guys informed on what's happening, what's going on. Oh, wait. She says, oh, wait. Okay. What is it? What am I waiting for? I'm waiting. Oh, update your devices. Always make sure you're updated. Sometimes the updates don't automatically push through. So yes, very important to keep your devices updated. So make sure you are updated on your phones. Good call. Good call. All right. Well, I'm going to hop off here, and I will see all of you today at 4:30 p.m. Eastern with all of my jewelries from New York, because I have lots of them. Wait, I'll show you. All right, that was it. That was all I was going to show you. All right, so let me pass you guys along. Here we go. Oh my goodness, everybody's live. Let's see. I like Matt's title, Tuesday Morning Tomfoolery. That's a great title. Brooches, maker show, teapots, cups, and more. I like this Swarovski Elements, new in box and vintage jewelry. Looks good. Oh, and Ladybug Cottage is back with a jewelry haul. Lots of jewelry this morning. Should we do jewelry? Let's look. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see who has the least amount in their show, and that's where we're going. Got to pull up Niknax.net. Who has the least? That's where we're heading with. Oh my goodness. There's some ties out there. That makes it tough. Ladybug Cottage. I think that's where we're going. Wait, I did a refresh. It's a tie between Ladybug Cottage and Matt, but you guys know Matt's gonna jump right up there. So let's head over into Ladybug Cottage. Everybody have a wonderful day, and hopefully I see you later.